the Korak connection is. Were you aware last summer that the FTA and the Department of Transportation had really lambasted this entire project, page after page? So why isn't this meeting last summer? Because the people who ran the project didn't change a thing. The letter that Simpson sends the governor is almost word for word with their Inspector General's criticism. But apparently, I mean, nobody in the public venue paid attention to the fact they didn't like this project from the get-go. And the second thing is, the Bush administration is against rapid transit, and they've said so, and that's why they picked Miss Peters. So I'm interested, who in this group was on top of this thing, finding out that you were in danger for almost a year?
Excellent question. I think we were working with the information provided for us. We were getting assurances from our elected officials, and we were getting assurance from the project managers that we were moving forward. I think I can speak for all of us that we were informed to a point, but absolutely shocked to find out that this was as far a peril as it is. So it's not a matter of not paying attention, but we thought we were doing the right thing. Yes?
Just to help answer that question, Patty Nixon's here. She's the president of Dulles Corridor Rail Association. She has set up this Dulles MetroRailNow.org website, and you can go on to that and you can join in our effort. There's approximately 250 firms, associations, environmental groups, wrestling interfaith type organizations that have signed on to that, and it's growing and growing and growing. You can also call the White House. There's a number, and they're very good. I've tried it, it works very well. Get your message to the Oval Office. Somebody will listen to what you have to say, make notes on it, and deliver it to the Oval Office. There's a lot of things that are going on, too many to name in terms of trying to build that pressure. Patty Nixon has been a very big part of that whole effort.
Well, I do want to say something about the Inspector General's report, which was issued in the spring. Many of the issues raised in the report, which was an examination of the project over a year-long time, were being addressed at the time. And subsequently, in June, for instance, the WMATA board approved the financial arrangement for the project and the intergovernmental agreement. Fairfax and Loudoun County boards signed on. They approved an intergovernmental agreement and the financial plan. So those particular issues, for instance, have been addressed. WMATA's capacity to operate and take over the project, and the Fairfax County ability to contribute its fair share. And Loudoun County actually has the project in its capital improvement budget today. So a number of the issues were being addressed and still are being addressed. So I think the Inspector General's report was a good thing for the project sponsors to be able to have early on and to show that they have been addressing the issues.
Thank you, Patty.
One more
Yes,
thing.
sir.
In that process of getting comments from the Federal Transit Administration and having the projects respond to them, they've essentially addressed and responded to everything. The staff have done their job. There's nothing left except an unexplained decision by Mary Peters and Simpson, the administration, to now raise issues they weren't raising all along, such as, well, the metro system is having financial problems and so on. Just all kinds of other things are coming out of the woodwork now to try to find a way to delay or stop this project.
Danny?
Yeah, just very quick, I appreciate all of the comments. The one thing I would say is that right now I think the focus has to be on looking forward, finding a way to be able to move this project, a project forward. Not looking at the past, we need to look forward to the future so that we can do the right thing for everyone in Northern Virginia, everyone in the entire region. We've got to move this project forward.
Channel 5, is this project dead without federal help?
No, absolutely not. We will find a way to make it happen. We absolutely depend on this project for the continued viability of this corridor. We need it for national security. We need it for a lot of good reasons that you heard today. It's not going to die. Yes?
It's probably a question for Tony. Have you heard anything from any of the local businesses that if this project doesn't go forward, that they might consider pulling out of this region, going somewhere else?
No, you rarely, if ever, hear a business say that, issue a press release to say that they're leaving for any given reason, particularly if it's traffic congestion. What you will hear are stories like Kirk's in reverse. He made a decision to be here, well, the government made a decision to be here because of the transportation assets they anticipated being here. And so a lot of businesses will not relocate, will not expand their operations here. And again, they rarely issue a press release and let the public know when they make those kinds of decisions. And so those are the kinds of things you never really know about, but that does not make their impact any less felt.
I'd like to say one thing. We have not heard any businesses saying they're going to leave, but what we do hear is when people leave our business, why they leave. And so when people leave our business, we do what's called an exit interview. And by and large, people are leaving because of the time it takes to get to work. And that is a big problem. That's a big problem across the board. This cabinet I talked about earlier was formed to help build a better quality of life for Loudoun County, to make Loudoun County one of the best places to live and work. So I don't see businesses leaving. I see opportunity leaving as a result of people deciding to leave the area.
Can I make a comment?
Yeah, please.
I will give you a perspective from north of Grumman. We have very large locations in Tyson's Corner, right here in Reston, and in Herndon. One of the things we certainly look to is, do we want to expand in this area? If we're winning major business, we are looking at other options in terms of remote locations around the country where we may elect to staff up if we can't get the productivity, quality of life, and the ability to get the best talent. You know, our number one asset is our employees. And we can only do the best work for our customers when we can get the best talent. And we have to be able to retain that talent, engage it, and ensure that we have the right quality of life for the right productivity.
And I will also just add as a final comment, the reason that some of the companies that have been moving to this area recently, that they've said that they've chosen this area, if you look at Volkswagen, for example, they chose this area because of the workforce that we have to offer, because of the quality of life, and because of the access to Dulles Airport and travel mobility. If any of those factors go away, so can they. So that's what we have to be focused on, being able to make sure that we've got a great quality of life, great people, and a great transportation mechanism. I think one more question, number.
Yeah, one more, and then we'll be around to answer questions after. Yes.
Do either chamber support the sale of Dulles Toll Road, help support some of this project if the feds do pull out? What's your position on the toll road being sold?
We're not there yet. That's a slippery slope. We haven't even talked about it yet. Thank you. Any more questions? I think, okay. Thank you all for coming. We will stay around for a few minutes.